and you're watching KURA 2022. Thank you for keeping us company here on the broadcast tonight. We are speaking to the Kajiado County Governor Joseph Ole Lenku, who is here with us. Governor, let's now talk national politics. And what informed, I talked about it earlier and you briefly talked about it, what informed your move from the ruling Jubilee Party to the ODM party?
I think when we talk about the national politics and the competition between Azimio la Umoja and Kenya Kwanza, I want to make it very clear that Kajiado is an Azimio county. Okay. And it is not a battleground. I know time and again they have tried to paint it red as an Azimio, not as a battleground, but it's not. So it is very clear that in Kajiado, the Prime Minister will easily win against the Deputy President.
How about you? Are you sure you can secure us? You are sure for the Prime Minister?
That's the answer I'm coming to. Okay. With regards to Jubilee and ODM and the parties that are in Azimio, vis-a-vis UDA, even if Azimio were to field 3 candidates, as now they are fielding one, myself, my former governor, even if another was to come on that ticket, UDA will still remain number 3, number 4 there. Okay. And so, when Jubilee released the names of the people in the secretariat, it was very clear that the person representing Kajiado or the Man Nation was my outright rival. And so he has been very keen to settle scores on the basis of the 2017 elections. Okay. When he brought my rival, the former governor, from ODM to Jubilee, then we noticed there's something sinister here. And so noting that I had a problem with the people representing Kajiado, I moved aside to ODM because I would not move out of Azimio because I believe in Azimio. Okay. I believe in the handshake. Okay.
On that note, before, I think you go further. You said there was a sinister plot to knee-jerk you.
Yes.
You mean in the nomination process?
In the nomination process.
So you were not confident the party can conduct free fair, so you moved out?
Not the party. You know, you must distinguish between the party and a few individuals. But knowing that the individuals also have a say in their respective counties, I noted in Kajiado we are going to have a problem. Rather than have an acrimonious and a fight between ourselves and in one house, and this is the bigger house, and this is the house that is anyway going to produce the governor, I said to protect our own differences, hurting the votes of the president or having Azimio win, because when it comes to clan politics, when clan is not seeing the other, they will probably move out. Okay. And so to avoid a fallout in Azimio, I moved to ODM. No doubt it will help us mobilize for the presidential vote more. We have 2 candidates coming forward. And no doubt that Azimio will still win the Kajiado governorship seat. Okay. And so that is what happened.
Okay. But did you file the complaint with the rank and file of the Jubilee Party? Why not stay and go for the nomination process?
I think I have explained why I had to move aside, because I didn't think it was right for us to fight amongst ourselves as the Azimio family. So to protect the Azimio family, that was the right thing to do.
So according to you, that is the larger picture and the larger goals. Okay.
Yes.
With regards to the ongoing sort of the not so well relations between the president and the deputy president supporting the former Prime Minister Raila Odinga, and the deputy president accusing the president of supporting the former Prime Minister Raila Odinga. What's your view of how the national politics and the presidential race is shaping up to be?
I think the president even yesterday saying that him supporting one candidate does not mean hatred for the other. And so it is being over-magnified about the differences between the president and the deputy president. I think the president explained himself. The president has the right to choose who to choose, as we all do. Okay. In any case, it's going to be a secret ballot for all of us. And I think the question here is, how is Raila and Deputy President Ruto are going to fare? For me, I am in Azimio. Okay. I'm doing everything I can to make sure that Azimio wins where I have influence. And I have said time and again that Kajiado is not a battleground county. Kajiado is an Azimio county, and that will be seen in the next election. Being an Azimio supporting governor, I believe that the two men have put their case before the people of Kenya.
Okay.
The two men have a history with this country of what they have been able to do. One has been a prime minister, which is a very big position. He's been a minister. The other one has been a minister and a deputy president. So these men's CVs are well known. You know, their dispositions are well known.
Okay.
And so I support Azimio because I believe that is where the future of the country is.
Okay.
But that does not mean any hatred for the deputy president. Absolutely not.
Okay.
We have a lot of respect for the deputy president. I think he's a very hardworking person. He has done very well for his age and time he has served.
All right.
But we think that the prime minister has a better, you know, perspective and future direction for the country.
Okay.
Yes.
And when you served as the Minister for Interior and Coordination of National Government, you must have had the close ear of the President because you have to brief him and you must sit in security meetings, isn't
Yes.
it? And when you looked at the conduct then of the Jubilee Party, it was perfectly a marriage in order. At any given time before you exited, did you foresee a fallout of such magnitude?
I served as Interior Minister, a position I am very privileged to have held and very grateful to God and the President who gave me the chance. And I think for me, I did my tour of duty. I did what I was supposed to have done at that time. We think we did our very best under the circumstances. And I'm proud that the foundation we laid then has come to bear big fruits for the security of our country going forward. And so, having served as minister then, the president and the deputy were seeking re-election on a Jubilee ticket, and they showed such good working relationship.
Okay.
So I don't know what happened in between.
No idea?
No.
Did you ever go back to the president to ask him your friend about
The
me?
president is, I would say, a friend. And I have a lot of regard for him. He has actually made me who I am. And I know the president is a fine man. He means well for this country. He is a good person. And so for me and him, I think we have such a good working relationship. Okay. He's my boss. In fact, sometimes he called me Waziri Governor because I have been his Waziri. I'm now Governor. And so for me and him, I support him anytime.
Anytime? Anytime.
And you have... I take his orders anytime given.
Okay, okay. Let's now talk about the longevity of political parties in the country. And in 2013, the opposition contested the presidential elections under the Coalition for Reforms and Democracy. In 2017, that morphed into the Opposition National Super Alliance, NASA. The Jubilee Coalition is what we had in 2013 under the National Alliance of the President and the United Republican Party of the Deputy President. It formed the Jubilee Coalition in 2016. I mean, what we are seeing at the moment is attempts to resuscitate the ruling Jubilee Party. NASA is, of course, now a disenfranchised political entity. What's your picture of the political class and establishment 30 years after multi-party democracy? Why are they unable to hold on after every election?
I think as a country and as a person in politics, I think we are here to get it right with regards to the parties. In fact, if you move back further, leave alone 2013 to date, which is less than 10 years, besides the days of KANU when it was a single party state, and we think it was not good for the country, and no wonder we changed it. Politicians have in every election been using different parties or vehicles to go for election. Okay. If you look at the number of political parties the Prime Minister has gone through, that's Raila, or even our President and the Deputy President, it is fascinating. It is something to be written about in the future of Kenya and political parties and the individual concerns. I think we should head to a situation where our democracy matures further. We have fewer parties that have specific or clear ideologies, because it shows there are no solid ideological direction these parties are using. It actually basically means they're just vehicles to take people to the destinations they want to get to. So until we get very solid on ideologies, I think that is the time our parties will stay longer in the shelf. Otherwise, the current shelf life of a political party in Kenya is below 10 years or sometimes even 5 years.
Including the party that you belong to, right? Though ODM seems to be the constant factor in the equation since 2005 after the referendum.
But that's still young, 2005 to date is what?
17 years?
17 years. Parties are sometimes hundreds of years, and so I think we are not doing very well on that front as a country.
But when you look at the ruling Jubilee Party in 2016, when the party folded up more than 12 parties to form the Jubilee Party on the 10th of September 2016.
Yes, I was there.
Okay, I remember that. And the idea was to copy the model of the Communist Party of China, which in June 2021 celebrated 100 years centenary.
Yes.
And also the CCM in Tanzania, that is the Chama cha Mapinduzi, and the ANC party in South Africa. When you look back at September 2016, do you regret?
When the explanation of going that direction was made, and you even saw the Secretary General being appointed into government as a cabinet minister without portfolio, we had hope that we will get into the situation of more developed democracies, not democracies, countries where their party ideologies drive their country agenda, like in China. And even Tanzania, where CCM has become the party that the Tanzanians have known for all their life. We had hope, but again, it still shows that personality in a big way influences the parties in Kenya. And so the parting of ways between the president and the deputy president affected the direction that Jubilee was going.
Okay.
And that is why a substantial part of the current ruler support actually has eaten into quite a bit of Jubilee, because the people who went out were largely Jubilee parliamentary members or other members in the seats they were holding in the party or in the country.
Okay. Governor, we have under 1 minute, and why do you think the people of Kajiado should give you a fresh mandate in August?
The people of Kajiado chose me that time to protest against bad governance. And because now people of Kajiado, as I said earlier, are enjoying peace, more development, participation of national government, big presence of the World Bank and many other partners, the people of Kajiado have now seen the difference between my leadership and actually the leadership of my current rival in Jubilee, Governor Ngedienye, who split our county on tribal lines, desegregated some or discriminated against some other communities, hampered the business environment by coming up with the land policies that are unfriendly to business and continuity. And so people of Kajiado, I am sure, will very favorably appreciate the environment we have created for business, the harmony we have created between the different communities, the development we have now enjoyed. And so the way forward is continuity, so that we can continue with a peaceful environment, better business environment, more development, bigger players coming in. It took us more than 100 million to comply with the World Bank requirements for them to do our roads, our markets, which the previous government refused to put in, saying that the settlers in these areas or the people in these areas are not people of Kajiado. I didn't quite understand what the governor meant that, because Ngong and Kitengela are solidly in Kajiado. So I think people of Kajiado will fight for continuity of the development agenda that we have laid foundation to complete the projects that are midway, and even to continue enhancing our cohesion at the Kajiado family.
Thank you, Governor Joseph Ole Lenku, and that mandate rests with the people of county number 34.
Absolutely.
And God willing, we look forward to how the elections will turn out.
God willing.
Thank you so much for your time and company here on the broadcast.
Thank you.
And thank you to you too for watching KURA 2022. We just took the account of the Kajiado County Governor Joseph Ole Lenku, and the hashtag on Twitter has been KURA 2022. I am Ayub Abdikadir Abdi. Good evening.